Hello and welcome, friend. If you're new here, I'm Rultram, and today I'm going to share with you my personal writing system. I call it Rultrascript. I know, very original. I created Rultrascript in a very dark time in my life, when I was in a strange land, needed to write a journal and couldn't trust the people around me. Rultrascript is a mismatch of a bunch of different ideas I had for different writing systems for world building at the time. The first idea was that characters in a writing system should not consist of curves, because curves are easier to draw incorrectly than straight lines. Drawing a letter incorrectly can cause it to be mistaken for a different letter, which can cause problems, so Rultrascript has only straight lines. The second idea in the same vein is that no character should be a rotated version of a different character, like lowercase b, d, p and q are. These can be very confusing to learn, and I know adults who still confuse their b's with their d's. This idea, however, does not apply to the vowels in Rultrascript, as they were taken from a different system as the consonants. The next idea is that it should be roughly the same amount of effort to write each character, and each character should take the same amount of space on a screen or the same amount of ink. The problem is worse in Chinese or Japanese writing systems, but a Latin example is the difference between the capital letters I and M. In Rultrascript, this means that every base consonant has 4 lines, or at least they did before I started using the script and through use made changes to make it easier. For instance, taking away extra lines and changing things to be easier to write. Also diacritics, which brings me to my next feature, diacritics. Rultrascript has 3 kinds of diacritics. The first is a line below and attached to consonants to modify their sounds, mostly to turn voiceless sounds like P and T into their voiced counterparts, in this case B and D. The underlined diacritic also serves some other functions, albeit seemingly in the opposite direction, turning M into N and R into L. The second kind of diacritic is a line above the vowels. A continuous line over 2 or more vowels turn them into a diphthong. For example, I, I. Also, a singular line over just one vowel turns it into a long vowel. Ah. Both uses can be present at the same time. For example, I. Talking about vowels, there's an extra symbol for the schwa or the sound. I thought it needs to have its own symbol, being the most common sound humans make and able to be represented by any of the 5 or 6 vowels in English. And most people don't even know they make it. And now the third kind of diacritic is a vertical line before a vowel to soften it into a consonant, turning U into W or I into Y. Then there's the idea to write homophonically, which means basically ignoring all conventional spelling rules and writing the way you speak, which means if you pronounce tomato as tomato, you also write it that way. Some exceptions are that the different ways to pronounce the letter R are written the same, whether it's R, R or R. Same with N and NG, they are written the same. There should be a link in the description to a cheat sheet if you're interested. And that's Rultrascript, a mishmash of ideas, some of which contradict each other. Anyway, feel free to like this video, subscribe and tell me what you think of Rultrascript in the comments below.